California Democrats are coming for your kids with three dangerous new policies. First, Assembly Bill 495 lets anyone claim guardianship over your child, which is a dream come true for traffickers and kidnappers. Second, Assembly Bill 84 defunds charter schools by over $1 billion to force kids into state-run schools. Finally, the Democrat superintendent of schools has released a memo saying that California will not prevent biological boys from competing in girls' sports, contrary to federal rules. The Trump administration is suing the state of California over its unfair sports policies. We're hoping to restore fairness very soon.
As we reported to you yesterday, California's pending legislation, Bill 495, is coming for your kids, quite literally. According to the California State Legislature, the bill will, quote, expand the type of person who is authorized to execute a caregiver's authorization affidavit to include a non-relative extended family member as defined, and grant them the same rights to authorize school-related medical care as defined for the minor that are given to guardians as specified. By expanding who is authorized to sign a caregiver's authorization affidavit for these purposes under penalty of perjury, this bill would expand the crime of perjury, thereby imposing a state-mandated local program. As this bill works its way through the corrupt California legislative process, Governor Newsom insists it's all, of course, to protect California's large population of illegal immigrants. Even if true, and we're not saying it is, he's willing to sacrifice the parental rights and the well-being of children who are real American citizens in the name of California's Democrats' army of borderline slaves imported from nearby Mexico. Here's Karen Kingston yesterday laying it out for us. Listen.
Immigrant families in case they are separated due to federal immigration laws. And the truth is, when you read the language of the bill, this applies to all children. Anyone can walk in. They don't need to show a driver's license. They can give them a bogus social security, bogus Medi-Cal number, a bogus name, a bogus address, and they don't have to have a parent's signature. So they're overriding all of the infrastructure and laws and help and support that's in place right now for immigration, and it's just legalizing child kidnapping.
We're now joined by one of the California attorneys who's fighting this travesty. Her name is Nicole Pearson, and she joins us now. Nicole, I can't fathom a more egregious bill going through the state legislature than one that gives authority and essentially guardianship to your child to someone that's not related, even though you're right there being a parent. I can't believe that's where we are.
Well, if you've been following California politics for a while, then you might actually be able to believe it. We've been sounding the alarm and saying this day would come, and it's finally here.
All right, let's talk about this bill in the legislative process. There are lots of problems with it, but it is California, as you noted. What is the likelihood of it actually passing the legislature and being signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom?
Well, the bill is set to be heard on Monday, August 18th in front of the Senate Appropriations Committee, where they'll be talking about the fiscal or financial impact of the bill on Californians. It's very difficult to kill these types of controversial bills in a policy committee. So we are going to show up in full force on that Monday. We will voice our opposition. We will testify against the bill. And we hope that the policy members will be convinced by our legislative efforts beforehand to vote no, or at the very least abstain on the bill. But if not, it will head to the Senate floor. If anybody has been watching, again, California politics, they know that we are full of extremist senators, Democratic senators. So we are working very hard to kill the bill before it gets to the governor's desk, but we are hopeful that the governor, who has presidential goals or aspirations, could kill the bill. It is a human trafficking and specifically a child sex trafficking bill, and he has intervened in similar or related bills, SB 14 and SB 1414 of Senator Shannon Groves. So we are hoping, if he's wise about politics and his political future and actually helping the victims of child sex trafficking, that he will help kill this bill.